Hello, I'd like to talk about Haruki Murakami's Man Without Woman, and the first short fictions of this particular book is called Drive My Car. And Drive My Car became a movie, Japanese film, and also competed at the Cannes Film Festival a couple of days ago for Palme d'Or, but they didn't, it didn't get the Palme d'Or. However, it got the best screenplays, I think. So I thought it was worthwhile to reread again, because when I heard that the news about the Cannes Film Festival, I don't remember this particular Drive My Car. I read this book a while ago, and but I don't remember much about this particular story. That means it didn't, it didn't make me much impression. It didn't make it. So I reread again, and I really enjoyed it this time, because I felt like, wow, if somebody makes a movie out of this short story. By the way, the short story is about 37 pages, and the movie is about 3 hours, so it became long movies. So I thought it was worthwhile to reread again. And so when I read it, I think I liked it in a way. And it's still it's not like a long fictions or big novels, anything like that. It's still like constructions of this particular stories, of still short stories there. And also like a Drive My Car, it's about this actor. I think the protagonist is a 47-ish actor who got into the accident, and he was prevented to drive his car, but he has to go to work, so he hired this young driver, female driver, to take him back and forth to work. And so I thought in the beginning, wow, it's about this particular driver. But it turns out it's a little bit something different, and I don't want to spoil you anything, but it's about his life in the past, and he lost his wife by her. I think that she got a cancer or something. So I think she passed away, and so he kind of reminiscing in the past, and so forth. And so it's a very intriguing story, and because of the this wife got a kind of a relationship with other men or something, and that became a tremendous engaging story of this particular book. And so in the beginning it start with this driver who came to his life, that so kind of wow, it's about this woman and young woman and so forth, but it's nothing to do with that. I think it's something a little bit different from that point of view. So I am wondering why and how this 37 pages short story become a 3 hours long movies. And I have never seen the movie. I saw the trailer on the YouTube a little bit, and so you got to know a little bit about the particular movie, and through the images and so forth. So it's about the love relationship and so forth. So I got to know that, and when I read this, I'm kind of a little bit surprised to went to the place where always, his short story is always something you didn't anticipate. Somewhere else, the book will take you, and that's kind of interesting. That's why I cannot spoil you to this story. I think you have to read this story, and it's kind of intriguing story, and depending on your concentration of this particular story, it could be nothing, it could be very light, casual, but could be deep and more psychological thing is in there, or more or less like I would say like a psychiatric or story, I would say. Well, in a sense, I can diverge a little bit. This particular young driver, a young female driver, and he's a 47-ish, 48-ish, and she's about 20, 25 or 26 or something like that. And while she is driving back and forth to work, they became like a psychiatric conversation, psychiatric help, psychiatry, consulting or something. I think that's what I thought. It's more like you're talking to somebody, your own feelings and your own troubles and so forth. So that's what it is then in this book. So I strongly recommend that you read book. In this particular short story book, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stories. So I read that a while ago, and I didn't remember drive my car that much. Yesterday I remember because it's about the Beatles song. Yesterday, singing, this guy is singing in different words, the Japanese words, or they put his own lyrics to this yesterday's melody. I remember that. Independent organ, I don't remember that much. Sherazade, I really like. I really like that. I think I talked about in another video as well that this particular story I really liked. Kino I liked. Something Love, not so much. Men Without Women, not so much. But Kino, Sherazade, Kino, Drive My Car, very, very nice. So I strongly recommend. I think this book is much better than his the later short stories, and the translator is about I think Philip Gabriel and Ted Gerson, and I think mostly those two people I would say, and both of them are very good translation, I think, very nice. So I really strongly recommend that you read this, just because also this particular movie got the best screenplay at the Cannes Film Festival for 3 hours long, and it's worthwhile to watch this movie as well, and I'm kind of looking forward to it, but I think it's going to be a while to be able to see this movie. So anyway, the Haruki Murakami's short story became the movie once in a while. Like a couple of years ago, The Burning became Burning became a movie called Burning by this Korean director, and I talked about that too. It's very interesting story, and this is Drive My Car is, I think, probably after that, and another Haruki Murakami's short story turned out to be the movie. And there's another one a long time ago, maybe 20 or 30 years ago already. And I remember before I knew about Haruki Murakami as much, there's a Tori Taketani, which is also, I think, very nice. I think when I saw it, I really enjoyed it. That's a Japanese film. So I think his short story became a movie, full-length movie, quite often. So I think that's kind of interesting. I think that means his material, I think it's worthwhile to take it and expand to the full-length movie, and kind of yeah, understand that. I think his treatment of the psychological aspects of the relationship and so forth is very intriguing, and that's why this particular movie was made as well, Drive My Car. So that's my thoughts on this. Okay.